yeah, baby. Oh yeah, oh yes, I like that.
She's a bad girl, land of the free.
Hi DeLaurian, I wanted to start off by saying that you are an amazing encouragement to the many Christian women out there. I have been so uplifted by your powerful words and your great example of an independent woman who loves the Lord and strives for her own goals. Thank you, Mama. I am a high school senior and I find myself in a sticky situation. Prom is approaching and I attend a very small school. I've been praying for God to reveal a boy that would be best for me to go with so that I won't have to go alone. Because my school is so small, those of us who go alone are often singled out and stick out like sore thumbs. We also don't have dancing at our proms, but instead it's more of a banquet, making the night much more elevated and elegant. My deal is that I can't think of anyone to go with, and I don't know any guys who want to ask me. I'm normally so comfortable with being single, and I have always been. But when prom season rolls around, I become so affected with the idea that I'm single or have no date. I am known as a girl who is very confident with herself, and I know that this is very intimidating for most boys because I've heard it from them directly. I rarely ever am sad to be without a boyfriend because I know that I'm loved and cherished by God and that He will provide an amazing man for me one day. DeLaurian, what should I do? Should I attempt to find a date by putting my feelers out there, or should I accept the fact that this is what God would have for me, and if so, how I can walk through this situation with my head held high, feeling confident? Thank you so much. Hey, baby girl. Oh. Now, this letter was near and dear to my heart because, believe it or not, I was in your same situation when I was in high school. I did not have a boyfriend at all. You've only got one life to live. So I say, do what it is that you want to do. I understand how you feel because when I was in high school and prom season rolled around, I didn't have anyone to take because I didn't have a boyfriend. And I was going through the exact emotions you're going through now. I didn't know what to do. I knew I didn't want to go alone. I knew that I could, but I didn't want to either, so I understand. So my thought would be, do what your heart wants. If you want to go with a guy and have a good time, go because that's what you want to do. If you want to go with a guy and have a good time because people are going to be laughing at you, nah. Now that's where I say no. You go with a guy and have a good time because that's what you genuinely want to do. There's nothing wrong with asking someone to go and having a good time, let him be your date, have fun for the evening, and you go your separate ways afterwards. You don't have to feel the pressure of trying to find someone that you're gonna like and develop this relationship with. If that's not happening naturally, don't worry about it, baby girl. Maintain that confidence in who you are. And if there's someone that you know that you wouldn't mind having a good time with and allowing him the pleasure of accompanying you to your prom, then ask him. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. And if he says no, or if you can't find anyone, if no one's asking you, you try, but you go and you have a good time. You never know what kind of example that confidence will set for someone else. The more and more I live, the more and more I realize that the way we handle ourselves has more of an impact on the people around us than we will ever realize. We may be influencing someone just by how we carry ourselves, just by how we dress nice and dress well and take pride in the way that we look can be encouraging to someone who's watching us every day, who wants to have that same pride and take that same care of themselves. But they see it in us, and that sparks that encouragement and that confidence for them to do it for themselves. You could have that same effect on someone. So it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't find someone to go with. You can still go, you can still have fun, because let me tell you, when you go to the prom, everybody is not gonna be huddled up, cuddled up with their dates the entire time. Yeah, they're gonna be talking to them and having a good time, but they're still gonna be socialing and mingling with everyone else. So I would say, give it a shot. If you want to go with a guy because that's what you want to do, then give it a shot. If you know someone, ask them. If it works out, great, you'll have a good time. If not, don't be discouraged, baby. Don't be discouraged, baby girl. You can still go, you can still be fly, you can still be fabulous on your own. And you're still gonna be able to talk and mingle with everyone else. So what if you don't have a date? That's all right, it didn't work out. Why don't you have a date? You know, just didn't work out. I decided to come by myself and I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time and I'm glad that I did. And you never know how much fun that you'll still have by yourself. And if anyone has anything negative to say and they have the nerve to say it and point and laugh in your face, girl, let me tell you something. My take would be, that's so cute. No, I don't. I actually decided to come by myself and I'm having such a good time. I don't need anyone to define the kind of fun that I have, baby. I'm having a good time. You enjoy your night. Let me go over here, get myself something to eat. Let me go and walk and have a conversation with someone more civilized. Baby, that kind of confidence you cannot purchase. It is priceless. I bet you half of the people there with dates are with people that they can't stand and probably won't have much conversation with after the fact. Start with your motive. Do you want to go with someone just because it's the thing to do? Or do you want to go with someone because that's what you really want? If it's what you really want, then by all means, if there's somebody that you have your eye on that you think you'd have a good time with, approach him. If he's not available, bye Ashy, sorry. If nothing works out, you go, you have a good time. Ask one of your homegirls. I mean, who cares? Really? You gotta live your life and have fun. I mean, honestly, how cool would that be to bring your best friend or to bring one of your homegirls and have a good time? If that doesn't work, you go by yourself and you enjoy yourself. Never let the lack of someone else deter you from doing what you want and from enjoying the experiences that you've been blessed to have. And this is an experience you won't forget. And it's all gonna work out the way that it's supposed to, the way that you want it to, okay? And you will have fun, and you keep me updated and keep me posted on what you decide to do, okay? You look fabulous. I wanna see pictures. I wanna know how everything turned out, okay? But you can and you will have the time of your life, whether you have a date or not. So, lifers, what do you think? Has anyone experienced this where it was prom season and you didn't have a date and you really didn't know what to do? You didn't want to be singled out. I've been there, so I asked someone. He was a little bit older and he took me and we had a good time. But looking back on it, you know, we had so much fun, but everyone was talking to everyone. I would have had a good time whether he was there or not. So you're gonna have a good time whether you have a date or not. I promise you. It's all in your attitude, in your perception, in your confidence, in how you speak that life to yourself. I'm gonna have a good time whether I have a date or not.
How many women do you need to talk about the draws before you know you can do it? Most of y'all been running around here going through women for 30 years and you wonder why your life is where it is. Because you're making dumb decisions. It's time.